All right, so good evening and good morning and good afternoon. No? So we'll discuss today about the just-in-time, which is basically the GIT system, or sa ibang libro, it's known as the backflush accounting. Okay? Sige, let me share my screen. All right. So very important here, no? Yung tinatawag nating just-in-time. Okay? So it is known as our just-in-time. Okay? So just-in-time accounting. Okay. So sa ibang libro, it is also known as the GIT. Okay. Uh, Very important is the five management, no? So very important is the five management in terms of your just-in-time. Okay. So what are the five management in terms of just-in-time? Number one, yung tinatawag nating total quality management. Okay. So very important here about total quality management. Okay. So what do you mean here of TQM or total quality management? No, uh, in the just-in-time daw, no, very important is that quality. No, so we need to prioritize quality over our costs. Okay. That's why, di ba, importante, no, in one company to focus more on to quality, no? So quality should be more than our cost, no? Wala akong pakialam in terms of cost as long as it is the best quality, you know? That's why it is known as the total quality management. Okay. Number two, also in the just-in-time, very important yung tinatawag nating production management. Okay. So what do you mean here of your production management? Okay. When you say about production management, very important here to consider the pull system. Okay. Very important uh, to focus if you are following the just-in-time as the pull system. What do you mean of pull system? Pull system here is basically made to order. Okay. Ibig sabihin, if there would be an order coming from our customer, uh, that's the time we're in, you will manufacture or you will produce product. We will not follow yung tinatawag nating push system because in the push system, it is made for inventory. Mamaya, we'll discuss about the inventory management. Okay. So what are the five management? Again, total quality management or the TQM. Quality should be more than, or we should prioritize quality over our costs. Also in the production management, very important is to consider the pull system. Okay. We will consider about our pull system. Okay. Next one. Number three is about your suppliers management. Okay. So what do you mean here of suppliers management? Okay. In the just-in-time daw, no, particularly for the suppliers management, we should maintain few. Okay? Few but reliable suppliers. Okay. 'Di ba in your management or principles of management, dapat ang sinasabi doon, you should have more suppliers. But in the just-in-time, we should maintain or we should have few but reliable suppliers, no? Para daw konti lang yung kausap mo. Especially about, of course, dealing with inventories, no? Okay. Number four, very important is what you called inventory management. Okay. So very important here is what you called inventory management. So what do you mean here of inventory management? Sabi nila, inventory daw ay evil. Okay? We should maintain zero inventory. Or, mas maganda, ang ating inventory ay nasaan? Nasa ating suppliers. Okay. That's why the suppliers will maintain our inventory. Basta in our warehouse, there's no or zero inventory, no? Because inventory daw is evil. Okay. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng just in time, no? To maintain zero inventory. Okay. And number five, very important also that in terms of our just in time, is what you call your human resource management. Okay. So what do you mean here of human resource management? Okay. So in terms of the human resource management, diba, of course, you want to change from traditional. Okay. So you want to change from traditional to uh, the just in time. May mga time dyan na there would be resistance coming from the old management. No? So, ano yung role ng human resource? They will act as a motivator. Okay? Na very important is is to change, no? Particularly the system, no? That's why human resource plays an important role, particularly as an act as a motivator. Para at least you can be able to change, no, from traditional to the just in time. Okay. So that's very important consideration, no? When you consider yung tinatawag nating suppliers management. Okay. Also, very important also, no? Specifically about the just in time, no? Again, what are the five management? You have your total quality management, or what you call total, or the TQM, quality over our cost. Very important also yung tinatawag nating production management, wherein we need to consider the pull system made to order, not push system that it is made for inventory. Okay? Very important also yung tinatawag din nating suppliers management, wherein we should be able to maintain or to have few and but reliable suppliers. Also, number four is very important is about the inventory management, wherein inventory daw is evil, right? Or to maintain zero inventory, or pwedeng ilagay natin sa ating mga suppliers ang inventory. And number five is all about human resource management, wherein they will act as a motivator, wherein to change, no, from traditional to the just in time. Okay. So we are now into accounting. Okay? That's why no just in time is also known as backflush accounting. Okay? Or backflush accounting. L to L, backflush accounting. Okay? So also known as backflush accounting. So why backflush? Mamaya, no? We'll discuss why it is known as a backflush accounting. Okay. So sige, I will put here job order, or tinatawag din nating traditional. Okay? So I will put here job order, or what you call traditional, or dito naman ay tinatawag natin just in time. Ano pa kakaiba ng dalawa? Okay. In the job order costing system or traditional costing, di ba, you have our total manufacturing costs, your direct materials, your direct labor, and your overhead. They're all to be converted into the work in process muna, and eventually will become our finished goods. Okay? And eventually will become part of our cost of goods sold. Okay. So just in time class ay kakaiba, no? I will go first with our materials. Okay. In terms of our materials in the just in time, okay? Um, 'Di ba ito ay may direct materials and work in process. Alam niyo ba in the just in time, the materials are to be combined with our work in process. Ano ang tawag doon, class? Tinatawag tong rest in peace. Okay. Rest in peace ba? Okay. Tinatawag tong raw and in process. Sorry. Process to. Process. Raw and in process. Raw and in process. Yan ang tawag dyan, no? Combinations of materials and the work in process. Okay. Meaning to say, the raw and in process, RIP, they're all to be transferred to our finished goods and eventually to the cost of goods sold. Walang problema, no? Same lang siya sa job order costing. Kaya lang, there would be a combination, no, of materials and the work in process. That's why you have raw and in process tend to be transferred to our finished goods and eventually will become part of our cost of goods sold. All right, next one. In the job order costing system also, no? So you have here your job order costing versus your just in time. Okay? Ito class kanina is more on materials. How about naman in terms of our direct labor? Okay? And your manufacturing overhead. Diba? In the job order costing, part siya ng work ng total manufacturing cost. Tapos, eventually, will become part of the work in process. Then, magiging part na siya ng finished goods and cost of goods sold. Okay. In the just in time, no? Ang sabi, your direct labor and overhead, they are all to be part, no? Automatically, no? To be part of our cost of goods sold. Automatically, they are to be considered as cost of goods sold. Ito walang problema, no? Kasi part siya ng TMC, also your direct materials. Pero in the just in time, you should have what you called an adjustment. Okay, mamaya I will give you sample, no? What do you mean here of an adjustment? Meaning to say, in the RIP, you need to adjust whether it is a finish or unfinished, hindi pa tapos. Okay? Also, in your finished goods, you will adjust whether it is already sold or unsold. So, okay. So, yan ang kakaiba nila, no? There's no problem particularly for your materials, no? Pero in the job order costing, particularly for the direct labor and overhead versus the just in time, kakaiba siya, no? Backflush accounting pala, ang ibig sabihin nito is that we backflush, we automatically part of your cost of goods sold, then we will adjust it, no, at the end of the month. Sige, we'll give you sample, no, for this, no. So I will give you sample for this, no. So, yan. For example, okay, what if, okay, I will put here, no? What if you have your RIP beginning, okay? RIP beginning including, okay? Including 6,900 of conversion costs. Class, ano nga yung conversion cost? That's your direct materials and direct labor. Magkano to? 42,000. Ito yung given ha. 42,600. You have here your finished goods beginning, including, okay, including 17,000, okay, 17,000 of conversion costs. So, magkano to? This is worth 45,000. In peso to ha. Lahat yan in peso. Then we have our raw materials purchase on credit. Purchase on credit. It is worth 356,000. Okay, then you have our RIP and the raw and in process, including 4,500 of conversion costs. It is worth 22,500. And we have our finished goods ending, okay, including 5,000 of conversion costs. It is worth 16,000. Then we have our direct labor. And the cost here is worth 150. And we have our factory overhead. It is worth 180. Okay. What if ganito ang given? Okay? Okay. What you will do, what I will do here is to do a journal entry. Okay? What I will do here is your journal entry. Malamang ito muna, no? Okay. So, very important here is about the journal entry. First is all about purchase. Okay? So, what's the entry here? So, raw materials purchase on credit. So, meaning to say, the entry here is debit. So, you have raw materials purchase on credit. So, you have 356. So, you debit here, raw and in process. Diba? Kasi nga sabi ko, yan ay part of the raw and in process. Magkano yan? 356,000. So, you debit here, 356,000. And you credit here, of course, you have your accounts payable. Okay? Worth 356,000. So, it is more on uh, uh, entry. No? Number two, yung ating RIP. Okay? RIP beginning, including 69 of 42.6. Kaya lang, gawin muna natin is compute first, no, for our total, compute first for our cost of goods manufactured. Okay. So, magkano muna class yung ating purchase or raw and in process? So, we compute first for RIP beginning. Okay? Magkano yung RIP beginning? So, you have 42,600 minus 69. So, you have 42,600 minus 69. So, 42,600 minus 69. So, magkano to? So, minus natin class. So, 42,600 minus 69. This one is worth 35,700. And, of course, you have your purchase. Diba ito yan? 356,000. Okay? So, magkano to class? 35,700 plus 356. 35,700 plus 356, sorry. 35,700 plus 356. This one is worth 391,700. So total, 10 RIP ending. So magkano class yung ating ending here? Yung ating ending here is 22,500 minus 4,500. Okay? So 22,500 minus 4,500. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 22,500 minus 4,000, sorry, 22,500 minus 4,500, and this one is worth 18,000. So, magkano yung ating cost of goods manufactured? So, 18,000 minus 391,700, ito ay magiging 373,700. So, what would be the entry for this? Yung usual, no? You debit here your finished goods inventory kasi part na siya ng cost of goods manufactured. Finished goods inventory, it is worth 373,700. And you credit here raw and in process kasi we will put that one as part of the finished goods, 373,700. So, number 1 entry, number 2 entry. Okay. Number 3 entry. Okay. So, number 3, yung ating tinatawag na cost of goods sold. So, again, cost of goods manufactured. Magkano yan? Okay. This one is 373,700. So, you have here 373,700. And of course, you will add here your finished goods beginning. Okay? Magkano yung finished goods? We will minus our, ito, 45 minus 17. Okay? So, 45,000 minus 17,000. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 45 minus 17. And you have here, 28,000. This one is your total goods available for sale. 28 plus 373.7. And this one is worth 401,700. Okay? Then, we will minus our finished goods ending. Magkano yung finished goods ending? Okay? So 16,000 minus 5. So ibig sabihin, 16,000 minus 5,000. And this one is worth 11. Okay? So magkano na class? So you have, so 401,700 minus 401.7. So magkano class yung ating cost of goods sold? Our cost of goods sold is worth 390,700. So walang problema, no, sa ating materials. What is the entry here? Cost of goods sold, and it is worth 390,700. And you credit here yung ating finished goods inventory. Okay? It is worth 390,700. Okay? And that's for materials. Okay. Number 4 tayo. No? So, fully malinaw ha. So, you have 390,700 and also you have 390,700. Okay. Next one, number 4, yung ating backflush accounting. No? Direct labor of 150 and overhead of 180. So, paano yun? Di ba ang sabi kanina, they are all to be transferred sa ating cost of goods sold. 380 and, ay sorry, ano nga yan? Sorry. 150 and 180. Okay? So, you have 150 plus 180. You have here 330. They're all to be transferred sa ating cost of goods sold. Okay? So, ang ating credit here, of course, factory labor and also, let's say, factory overhead control account. Factory overhead control account. So, 330. 180 and 150 yan, no? Okay? Yes, 150 and 180, sorry. 150 and 180. Okay, yan. Di ba sabi kanina, backflush accounting, they are all to be transferred to our cost of goods sold. Okay? Okay, kaya lang, ang sabi, dapat daw there should be an adjustment at the end of the month. Number 5, we should have an adjustment, especially in terms for our row and in process and also for our row and in process and for our finished goods. Again, it is only for your labor and the overhead. We are finished na with materials. So, di ba? Debit, credit, debit, credit. No? So, I will put here your beginning. I will put here ending. Okay? Para lang maintindihan na. I will put here beginning and ending. Okay. RIP muna tayo. So, RIP, given to lahat to ha. RIP beginning, you have 6,9 for conversion. Tapos 4,5. 6,9 and 4,5. Given na. 6,9 and 4,5. 6,9 and 4,5. You have here 6,900 and 4,500. Para lang makita natin yung adjustment. Okay. O para mabalanse natin, I will put here, no? Para magbalanse. So ano yung para magbalanse, I will put here 6,900 minus 4,500. Ano to? 2,400. Okay. In the RIP, if we credit RIP, what would be your debit? Finished goods, di ba? Okay. Meaning to say, if you credit your RIP, my question, is it finished or unfinished? Very good. It is already finished. Ibig sabihin, ito yung ating cost of goods manufactured and to be transferred na sa finished goods, di ba? Yes, very good. Sige. I will erase muna this one. No? Para lang malapit. Na-slide na lang yung ating finished goods. Okay? Alright. So this one, what would be your adjusting entry? Since we credit our RIP, so we will credit our row and in process. Magkano yun? 2,400. Ano naman yung ating uh, debit? Our finish goods inventory. Magkano yun? 2,400. That would be your adjustment. Okay? Ito na yung ating adjustment. Okay. Halimbawa, baliktad. RIP. Halimbawa, baliktad, no? Beginning and ending. Halimbawa, ito ay 4,5. Nandito yung beginning. Nandito yung 6,9. Para mabalanse, I will put here 2,4. Ano tong 2,4? If you debit our RIP, meaning to say we will adjust for, very good. We will adjust for unfinished. Ibig sabihin, since it is automatically debited to the cost of goods sold, no? Okay, mali pala ako dito. Sorry. Since mali ako. Dapat to, finished goods, no? Yes, correct to. Pero, since we debit for our cost of goods sold, we will adjust for our cost of goods sold na, no? We will solve na for our finished goods, okay? So, ibig sabihin, cost of goods sold pala to. Sorry, mali ako. Cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold, no? Kasi cost of goods sold na yung ating, ano, diba? Okay. Pero usual talaga, finished goods to. Kaya lang, ito ay backflush accounting. Okay? So, meaning to say, alam mo, baliktad. Okay? Ano yung ating entry here? Since we debit our row and in process, it is worth 2,4. And we credit here our cost of goods sold. Ibig sabihin, babawasan natin yung cost of goods sold mo. Bakit? Unfinished to. Again, ito yung A. Ito yung A, Baka malito kayo. Ito yung B. And ito yung B. Okay. Again, I will correct myself now. It should be cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold, not the finished goods. Okay? All right. Next one. Number 6 tayo. Okay? How about number 6, no? So you have our finished goods inventory. You have your beginning and you have your ending. So I will go first to this one. Okay. So finished goods 17,000 beginning and 5, 17 and 5. Okay, 17 and 5. Your beginning here is 17,000. Your ending here is 5,000. Ano naman din nandito? So malamang you have your 12,000. My question, ano yung 12,000? What if you will credit your 12,000? Very good. Ito ay sold already. Ibig sabihin, we need to adjust. Again, na A to kasi mamaya we'll discuss. A, what is the entry here? So since we credit finished goods, so we credit our finished goods. Kano yan? 12,000. What would be your debit? Your debit here is your cost of goods sold. Okay? How much? 12,000. Okay? How about baliktad? No? You have your finished goods. Letter B tayo. You have your beginning and you have your ending. This one is 5,000. This one is 17,000. Meaning to say, you have here your 12 para mabalanse. If we debit our finished goods, ibig sabihin, we need to adjust for any unsold. Letter B tayo. Since we have an unsold, since we debit our finished goods, so since we have finished goods, we debit finished goods of 12,000. And we credit here naman our cost of goods sold. Magkano yan? 12,000. Okay? So that's basically, no, yung ating adjustment, no? Very important yung ating adjustment, particularly for our just-in-time. Okay? Hopefully, you have learned for this, no? It is part of your cost accounting in your AFAR, particularly for the just-in-time. Although lumalabas din to sa MAS, no? The theoretical part of it, no? And hopefully you have learned about this subject. So again, thank you very much and see you soon. Bye-bye.